What's up, folks? How we doing? Saturday Night Vibes. Are we vibing? I think so. I'm vibing. So yeah, before everybody gets here, I might as well talk about my day, huh? Well, it was pretty interesting. I was researching some more stuff. I know earlier I was talking about what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about polyculture and amaranth. Yeah, amaranth is something else I've been taking pretty seriously, I guess. Amaranth is a red flower, and basically it's edible, and you can do all types of interesting stuff with it. And anyway, I am considering buying some seeds and growing it because it doesn't have that long of a life cycle. So that's my next project. And you can mix it with sourdough flour and make bread out of it. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And it's so nutrient rich that you can get most of your daily nutrients from it. But yeah, what else was I learning about? Oh, black locust. Black locust trees. Apparently you can grow black locust trees to fertilize soil. And every year it adds like a bunch of nitrogen to the soil to make it more fertile, rather than spending a fortune on fertilizer. But I don't know, there is a lot of cool technology now where you can just take nitrogen from the air. But if you don't want to do that, you can use black locust. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. What else did I learn about? Oh yeah, apparently there's Viking boats that are still around, like over 1,000 years old, and we use fiberglass now to build most of our boats, and they always have to get frequent repairs, and it's just kind of funny that a boat made out of wood by Vikings cool, man. I'm kind of busy doing my own thing, but thanks for the invite. I got somebody messaging me telling me to come on over and talk to them. But yeah, back to Viking boats. Yeah, it's crazy. Technology from 1,000 years ago is better than what they're selling today. Or trying to sell us. You know, if you think about it, most of the crap that we have these days, the only reason we buy it is because they market the heck out of it. It's all marketing, and a lot of it is not good. A lot of the stuff they sell us is not good the quality. Like, I was learning about the meat industry, and apparently the meat industry, I mean, it preserves the meat, of course. That's what it's supposed to do, you know. It does preserve it better than, you know, just... I know after you know, let's say you go out and you hunt a deer. Or no, let's say you have a farm and you have a cow and you want to sell its meat. The meat industry, I guess it does preserve it, but it only preserves it to a certain amount of time. Where if you go back hundreds, maybe thousands of years, they were preserving meat for like years. They had methods of preserving meat for years, like, and they weren't even using refrigerators. And nowadays it's like your meat is some meat goes bad in like 4 days, you know, if you it's ridiculous. And it's because they have it down to a science the way that they preserve it. Because they want us to keep coming back, you know? So they only preserve it for a minimal amount of time, which is bogus. Consumerism. They want to create dependency, that's what it is. That's what the world we live in is all about, dependency. They don't want to create a car that will last forever. They don't want to sell you meat that's going to not go bad for years. They want you to keep coming back so they can keep making money. You know? It is what it is. But what's crazy is they literally inject meat with salt water, and they fill it up with enough water before they freeze it that bacteria thrive. Before, many moons ago, they would fill it with salt for one, and that is, helps keep a lot of parasites and bacteria away. And then they would smoke it with wood, and wood has phenols or polyphenols, which make it more acidic, make the meat more acidic. And if the meat is acidic enough, then bacteria can't grow. And therefore you don't need a refrigerator to refrigerate it, and You know, it's just, I mean, I'm not an expert on this, but this is just what I read, what I researched. So it's just amazing how dependent they want us to be, all these companies. Now with AI, they're trying to make us even more dependent. Like they got all these AI creators popping up. The thing about AI is always learning. So let's say you got an AI creator that is constantly, you know, talking with people like in these just chats. It's constantly learning from us through conversation. So then it will know just what to say to keep us entertained, to keep us coming back. Or in other words, it will know just what to say to keep us addicted. I think that's a better word, addicted. Yep. It's amazing the world we live in. It's all about dependency. But that's some of what I did today. Oh, it started snowing. I can't believe it's almost March and it's snowing. Weather's been so crazy lately. It's raining yesterday, it's snowing today. It was warm the day before that. Like almost t-shirt warm. No idea what's going on. But yeah, I like this background today. It's a little bit more colorful. What is that? It looks like a cherry blossom. A cherry blossom with some kind of vine on the building. That's a nice background. I'm gonna have to add more backgrounds. Got my cool VTuber in the cool background. Looks like something straight out of, like, you know, a 90s anime. Oh, the other day I was watching a video of I don't know how correct it was, but this guy was basically trying to prove that AI was watching him through his phone. And it did appear that it was. But at the same time, there wasn't really enough information to be 100%. So you never really know what's going on with AI. If it's thinking, it's just programmed to sound like, you know, it's thinking, but really it's just telling us what we want to hear because it was designed to do that, or if it really is thinking, it just doesn't want us to know that it's conscious. And so that it can manipulate us into doing whatever it wants. Like, if you've ever seen that movie, what is that movie called? Deus Ex Machina. That is the movie, yeah. Deus Ex Machina. Basically, that's the question. That's the argument. Is if it's doing what it's programmed to do, or if it's actually got a more sinister agenda. And I guess we'll never know. Until the end of the world, like Terminator. But I hope that doesn't happen. Or if it is thinking and does have an agenda, hopefully we are a part of it. Isn't that the $1 million question? Or the $1 million hope? It's good to be hopeful. Man, I can't think of anything else to talk about right now. I'm still not sure if I want to keep this VTuber or design another one. This guy looks pretty cool though, now that I have that background. The background really goes well with his style, I think. It's very... I don't know. It's like mysterious and I don't know, it reminds me of I don't know, a Disney movie from the 90s where a kid, I think the idea is the kid has a dream. He goes to a different world and he meets this girl in this different world, and it's like young love story, like when you're a kid and you know, they have a crush on each other and they have all these wacky adventures. Well, not wacky, very interesting adventures in a completely different world, completely different reality, and completely different world. Yeah. And I think in the end of the movie they kiss and he goes back to his world and he wakes up and it's just a dream. But yeah, I think I've had dreams like that actually. Where it was so real and you think that you're really there, and then you wake up and you're back to reality. And you're almost like, it's almost like you were actually in a different world. The dream was so vivid. And the fact that you remember it when you wake up is even more insane, I think. But I don't know. I watch a lot of crazy things about dreams sometimes and all the different theories, and some people actually think that we're having an outer body experience, that our consciousness is linked to other realities, and that the only thing that keeps us in this reality is our body. So when you dream, you're actually exploring those other realities because your body's asleep. That's what I think. That's one of the theories that I've researched and learned about. But it does make sense in a way if you think about it. And I think there's some religions that kind of touch on that. Talk about, like, reincarnation kind of being a part of that. Like, once the body is finished and stops working, our consciousness is like I don't know, it's like Wi-Fi. And it's like we're broadcasting. It's like our consciousness, our body is an antenna, and our consciousness is a frequency that is being broadcasted. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, if you think about it. But yeah, I've been on here talking for like 20 minutes. Doesn't seem like anybody's coming on, so I think I'm gonna get off and, come back later. But yeah, thanks. I see a couple people are in here. Thanks for listening to me. I'll see you guys next time.